Hey everybody, so I've always been a health nut. Ever since I was a teenager, I knew that the secret to health was a healthy body and mind. I really wanted to be the epitome of health, which led me to study psychology, nutrition, and physical therapy, specifically in that order. I was in graduate school studying nutrition in the 90s, and I became a registered dietitian and thought I knew all there was to know about healthy diets. Then I was diagnosed with lupus, despite my healthy diet and lifestyle. It broke me completely, and I began to question all that I knew. This sent me on a journey that I'm on today. Here's what I've learned. Number one is that medical system doesn't really have all the answers. And two, institutions like schools teach theoretical concepts that are not always applicable in our lives. Three is that the smartest scholars focus on digging deep into the rabbit hole, so much so that they lose the big picture. That drives me crazy. Four is that we as humans are dynamic beings who are constantly evolving and genetically different from one another. We're confused versus having clarity. As a lupus patient on a healing journey for over 20 years, I've studied, applied, and tried many diets and techniques that promised to help me. I tried just about everything. Often they contradicted one another. For example, autoimmune paleo diet forbids grains, while plant-based macrobiotics are all about the grains. Ayurvedic medicine promotes dairy and vegetarianism, while traditional Chinese medicine encourages eating meat. Whole30 diet encourages nightshades, and diehard keto experts forbids us from eating certain vegetables. Let's not forget that when I was learning nutrition 2 decades ago, fat was super bad. We learned about foods by focusing on their biochemical building blocks. For example, during digestion, protein is broken up into amino acids, carbohydrates into various simple sugars, and fats into fatty acids. Food was also defined by the amount of calories it had, and it was all about caloric intake versus calories burned. This information is too outdated. Nutrition has become so much more intricate and complex as scientists further break down all elemental biochemical structures and their specific roles in specific biochemical reactions. It's not just about the foods, it's the hormones, enzymes, it's everything. You can for sure get lost in the science and wonder, how does this apply to you? It's no wonder you're confused. As an expert, I tell you, diets don't work. As a lupus patient on a journey, I've tried all the diets that promise to heal me, as I said. The best advice I've learned is that no one really knows what you should or should not eat more than you. So learn to tune inward and listen to your body. Your body is a highly intelligent machine that lets you know when things are out of balance. It is great at signaling to you when something is off, so stop ignoring your body. At times, the signals are very obvious, and other times they're very subtle. So subtle that you must pay attention to notice. I believe the root problem is that we all seek answers outside of us. We watch, listen, and believe everybody else knows more, and we fail ourselves. It's as if we've abandoned our own bodies and decided that other people's opinions matter more about what's right for us. Your body will tell you when certain foods, medications, or toxins are not right. You'll cough, have digestive upset, get a rash, etc. You may all be walking around with a foggy brain, a spare tire around the middle, ear aches or ringing in the ears, digestive upset, or even bloat or chronic nasal sinus infections. You Google your symptoms and quickly get an answer to your discomfort. And there are many presumed experts fighting for your attention, trying to convince you to buy yet another book, supplements, or even program. If you're like most, you'll try them all and realize nothing is sustainable, and you're left just as confused as before, if not more. Whatever you may try may work for a short while, but you revert back to your ways. That's human nature. What worked in the past doesn't work now, as we're all getting older. Wear and tear becomes a real issue as joints break down, muscles get weaker, and the mind gets dull. So what is it about healthy aging, or how do you age healthy? I'm in the business of bridging the gap between sick care and health care, mainly because sick care is not where I want to bet my health on. I know that health is something we all must create. As a physical therapist, I understand that mobility is something we all should aim to preserve and improve as we get older. As a dietitian, I understand the importance of healthy eating for your body. And as somebody who studied psychology, I know that our minds are the most powerful tool to harness in making impactful changes in our lives. And as a functional medicine practitioner, I understand the complexity of our bodies and ways to holistically create balance. As a yoga practitioner, I'm able to tune inward and pay attention to my truth. All this to say that our bodies are separate from our mind. But in order to do right by our physical body, our thoughts from our minds need careful filtering these days, because our thoughts create feelings. Our feelings then trigger our actions or inaction, and our cumulative actions then create our ultimate result in our lives. So if you like your results, by all means continue to do what you've always done. Most of us don't like the results that we create in our lives. This includes our weight, overall health, career choices, our financials, and relationships, etc. Did you know that you can absolutely create the life and health that you want? But in order to do so, we must get out of our own habitual thinking pattern. Don't try just another diet. How about if we work to changing our hardwired operating systems? Our innocent brains will resist, talk us out of it, and convince us that it's the best place to be, or the best place to be is the same place we've always been at. But we can rise above this and tap into our higher brain, our neocortex, and elevate our thinking to actually make some lasting changes, not just temporarily, but permanently. Imagine every thought, emotion, action, and result perfectly aligned. Imagine you being in full control, elevated to live the best life. Begin to listen to your body. As we approach the end of the year and into the new year, I wanted to provide you with a different way to think about your health goals. Rather than thinking short-term results, why not change our operating system for good? As a physical therapist, dietitian, and a functional medicine expert for over 20 years, I've seen the detriment of our failing medical system. I've seen patients grow older, weaker, sicker, and ultimately lose independence and function over the years. I'll never be out of work, as many of you need professionals like me to help you when you fall. But I want to do better than that. I want to inspire and empower you to take full responsibility for your health so that you are never at the mercy of your failing health and ultimately our sick care system. Why? Because I've seen too many patients go down this path, and I've also found myself navigating the sick care system. So what's the solution? Learn how your body functions and tune inward to finally operate your body in a way that serves you. It's never too late to make the shift. Healthcare at its best. What does that mean? Well, at Alkaline Wellness, we believe health is wealth. We want to empower you to live your best life by helping you to become the healthiest version of yourself. Healthcare is the best self-care, and prevention is so much better than sick care. We've created a one-year program to help you get clear on your health goals and break them down into bite-sized chunks so that you can start living the solution. We'll provide you with accountability, support, and guidance on just how you should move, eat, and even think. From managing your stress, eating the right foods, prescribing supplements, and helping you to move smart, we believe it's the best healthcare spearheaded by yours truly. Because understanding our brain and how it operates to create thoughts that trigger feelings that cause our actions to create results is really key to any success. Let us help you to make 2020 the best year. Join us today. Click the link below. Thank you so much for listening. Please subscribe to our newsletter on alkalinewellness.com and our YouTube channel, Dr. Connie Jian. Also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest at Alkaline Wellness for all the updates. See you guys next time.